So this next story blew my mind because apparently something that should clearly already be illegal is legal. This is from The Hill. They say, Democrats are trying to use the power of the purse to legally prevent President Trump from profiting from the federal government spending money at his businesses. 2 annual spending bills House Democrats have brought to the floor to keep the government funded past September include provisions that would prohibit certain federal agencies from entering into contracts with or using taxpayer dollars at Trump businesses, including his hotels, golf courses, and condominiums across the globe. But the effort faces opposition from Republicans who dismiss it as a, quote, partisan stunt that could jeopardize the president's security. Oh, please. That will likely make it difficult for the bills to become law in negotiations with the GOP-controlled Senate. Nonetheless, the authors of the proposal, Representative Stephen Cohen and Jamie Raskin, are submitting it as an amendment to every annual spending bill hitting the House floor. Trump's trips to his properties since becoming president have brought his private businesses at least $1.6 million in revenue from the federal government and Republican campaigns, and that's just for the first half of 2017. So we're way beyond that now. Way beyond that. We're talking, at least a couple $1 million that Donald Trump has made as a result of his presidency. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did that goofy, I won't even take a salary thing. Why would he say something like that, and why would he do something like that? Here's your answer. Because he already knows, I'm going to make a shitload of money from this anyway. So, you know how he goes golfing a lot? Now, listen, I'm not one. I didn't do it under Obama. I'm not going to do it under Trump. I didn't do it under Bush. Oh my God, you're taking a lot of time off. Okay, I want Donald Trump to take a lot of time off because I think he makes horrendous decisions when he's working. So I've always found that such a hacky criticism. However, it's fine he's taking a lot of time off and fine he's golfing. But he always goes and golfs at his own courses. Why? Because when Donald Trump is there and he's golfing at his own courses, it costs a lot of money for the Secret Service to surround him and to protect him 24/7. It costs a lot of money when you put the Secret Service in your own hotels. It costs a lot of money when you have all this security and you can run up a tab of a couple $100,000 for a standard trip. And that's all money that's going right back into your own businesses. So yeah, he might not want that presidential salary of $400,000 a year, because he'll make $400,000 in a fucking week playing golf at one of his courses and staying at one of his hotels. And he keeps going to Mar-a-Lago. What do you think happens when they do that? He's getting money from the federal government because it's all going right back in his own businesses. So think about that, man. You could, if you're president, you could technically, and apparently it would be legal, you can say, I'm going to open up a business in Washington, D.C., right next to the White House. Whatever it may be. It could be a hotel, it could be a restaurant, it could be both, it could be a golf course, doesn't matter. And just, you keep using your own business every day. Whatever it may be, all your food, all your gatherings, whatever requires catering, whatever requires some sort of meeting with top officials, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, just keep using your own business. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you could effectively hand yourself over millions and millions of dollars. Now, we all know this is corruption, man. We all know. Now, the Constitution's clear. You can't violate the Emoluments Clause. Emoluments means the president can't accept money or a bribe from foreign governments. Why should the president be allowed to pay himself and profit off of the White House? Is that unconstitutional? It might be unconstitutional. He's just personally profiting off of being president. It's insane that this is allowed, and it goes on all the time. He's always going to his own properties and spending massive amounts of money at his own properties. I don't know how this isn't a bigger issue. Props to the Democrats for doing this, but, it's just crazy it's not already illegal. What the fuck? And the Republicans are blocking it and calling it a political stunt? No, the political stunt is what Trump is doing to make himself way more money by going to his own businesses. This is like the height of corruption. It's self-dealing to the max. And if you can't see it, you're being blind on purpose.